Hello, it's Jessica of Sporn Designs, and I want to introduce you to the Whimsy neighborhood and build a Cosmos collection of stamps from Rubber Moon Designs. And I'm going to show you how I made a quick and easy card with them. I have this white stationery, and I'm just taking my distress inks and a dabber and covering this piece of cardstock. So these are techniques that I learned in a class taught by Margie Kemper on Craftsy, and the techniques come back to me time and time again. Then I'm using another color of blue to just go through this stencil. It's the teapot and teacup stencil from Stencil Girl products. I'm going to take some of the mustard seed yellow and go around the edges just to create a little boundary and a frame for my design. I'm going to set it all with a heat tool, and then I'm going to use the black ink to actually ink up my stamp. So rather than pouncing the stamp on the ink, I'm pouncing the ink onto the stamp. I'm going to press it down firmly, get a nice impression, then I'm going to dip the design into embossing powder, which I keep in that takeout container. It just makes life a lot easier. Then I'm going to activate it with my heat tool. Every time I do it, it makes me happy. It's always a bit like magic. So I'm going to repeat this process with a couple of the other stamps from the set. I'm adding a sentiment, sending moonbeams, and every time I do the stamping, I'm going to then emboss and heat set before the ink gets too dry. I love these little cubes that they have 4 different images on them, and they're so cute. So I'm going to pick a few of them and bring them around the moon into my little celestial sky here. And again, adding the embossing powder, heat setting it. And then I'm adding another sentiment stamp. This is actually from the Build a Neighborhood set, and it says with love. So I'm adding that in. Then these are my Peerless watercolors, and I just want to give the moon and the little elements around it a little bit of contrast with the background. So I'm just taking my Peerless watercolors and a brush with some water, adding some different colors, setting it with heat, bringing some white around the eyes, and it just is going to make this moon motif pop out a little bit more. These are all from hand drawings that I did in my sketchbook that Rubber Moon took and turned into these delightful stamps, and they're really, really fun. I'm adding some gold into the middle. Give it a little bit of glitz. Now that I'm watching this video, I'm thinking I could have added a little glitter too, but I didn't. But it's still fun. And there you go. And it was very quick and easy to do. So I want to also show you how I mixed and matched the stamps from the 2 sets. So they go very, very well together. These next few designs are created with stamping the motifs and then coloring them in with Tombow markers. Mixing and matching the Build a Neighborhood with the Build a Cosmos, and you can really get some cool designs, and each one will be unique to you. So a lot of these stamps are also sold separately. I hope you'll go over to rubbermoon.com and check them out. And if you create anything with them, please share with me. I'd love to see what you make. Thanks for watching. Bye.